Welcome to part 2 of this tutorial. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some random dots like this. Make the opacity and flow to 100% and choose hard edge brush, right? Just add some random dots. I'm changing the size of the dots, as you can see. Alright, and at the edge I'm going to add some small dots. Keep all your large dots at the center and finish with some small dots. Right. Alright, I added some enough dots. I'm going to make this into brush by pressing edit define brush preset, and I'm going to name this as MutualGrid DG brush, right, and give enter. Now you can see I have created the brush. Now let's close this document, we don't need that, and select the smudge tool and go. Alright, select the smudge tool and go to the last, and you can see this brush, our brush, we have named it as MutualGrid DG brush, right? Yeah, select that and reduce the size of the brush by pressing the square bracket key and set the strength to approximately 80 pixels, and we are going to do in a separate layer, right? And before that, go to brush settings and set the spacing to 1. Don't forget, set the spacing to 1 and reduce the brush size. Just reduce the brush size to make it a perfect hair. Just make a free stroke. Don't go slow like this. Don't wiggle your hands while doing this. Just make some free strokes like this. Just follow along the hair path. The hair begins at here, bend like this, and ends at here. Watch that line and draw like this. Draw it frequently, draw it continuously, right? Now you can see how our green color we added before is helping us. Really, there are many techniques to do hair effect, and this is the one of the technique among them. And I'm going to add this for the add this to clip, right click and add. I'm going to release clip and create clipping mask, right? Okay, I think I don't need clipping for this layer, and just add. Always start from the base, don't start from the edge. Always start from the base hair where the hair originates and it's to the tip, right? See how I'm drawing. You can add number of passes on the top of the above, on the top of your drawing. Right? see, we have added uh, her hair to digital painting, and I'm going to switch to our old brush, and I'm going to smudge with the same layer, reduce the strength to something like that, and just paint around these areas to get some even look, right? Still reduce the opacity and draw like this. Yeah, I think it's fine, it's looking fine. And let's merge the left eye as well. Sorry, I have forgotten that in the last video. Reduce the brush size, right? Have some patience, try to cover all areas. I'm skipping some areas, some details here, but while you are doing, try to cover all areas, right? I'm trying to cover all areas as much as possible. Now you can see we have covered our hair, right? It's looking digital painting, something like that. We will add some more details later, no problem. And what I feel the hair should be somehow still dark. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a curves layer above it, and I'm going to add a clipping mask by right clicking and add create clipping mask. And I'm going to invert the let's add some black to the hair by pushing like this. You can see the hair is getting a bit darker. As you can see, all of our images is also getting darker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the mask with black color. What I'm doing is I'm pressing shift backspace and select black color and click OK. Now there is no effect applied because our mask is hiding all our effects. I'm going to select our brush and select our normal soft edge brush and select white color and reduce the brush size and paint. Now you can see we are getting some color, right? If you have added colors in wrong areas, no problem, just select black color and paint over the areas you don't want the effects to occupy. Now you can see the filter is now applied. Select white color. The filter is now applied only to the areas we have painted in the layer mask, right? I think it's fine. Now let's merge. Now let's carry on with eyebrows. What I'm going to do is I'm adding a new layer. I'm selecting smudge tool, the same tool, and now opacity is 50%, and select really a very small size brush and draw above every hair, right? Do one upstroke and downstroke on the same line so that we can have same position of hair as in original image. Yes, reduce the strength and paint over to hide some defects. Okay, right? Right, we have hidden some defects in this image, and I'm going to paint within the eyes also. And I'm going to cover this eyebrow as well. Yeah, we have covered. Now and let's finish with, and I think we can leave this mustache as it is. We don't need to touch this mush. I'm covering all the missed skin areas now. Okay, it's your duty to finish them. Now we can see we have completed our eyebrows. Now let's merge all these layers into a single layer by pressing Ctrl Alt Shift E, or by going to image and select new layer, and by select image, apply image and click OK. Now we can see all our layers are turned out into a single layer. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all our layer and press Ctrl G so that we can preserve it later. Hide this layer. I'm going to select the top layer and I'm going to choose image adjustment, and let's go with hue and saturation, right? And I'm going to just shift the hue a little bit over left and increase some opacity, lightness. I'm going to shift the hue. I think it's better. Okay, this is before and this is after, right? And I'm going to choose image adjustment, color balance, and now I'm going to add some yellow, some magenta, and some rich look like this. Okay, now choose color mixer, right? And in the red channel, what I need is I need some orange into my red channel, so I'm going to just play with this to get some orange in between red and skin tone. And I think we have to need to play with the blue channel, right? Yeah, right. See, I'm just playing around here to get some rich yellow look. This is the rich. I think this looks fine, but still what I'm going to do is I need some original hair color. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, select all, and I'm going to copy this frame, and I'm going to step backward twice, and I'm going to paste in the place where it is by pressing Ctrl Shift V, right? Now I'm going to erase. Let's add a mask and erase other areas. Control invert the mask and paint over hair skin areas, right? Select the black mask, set white color and just paint over. Sorry for confusing you guys. I think you can follow me. Right, these are areas we have covered so far, and let's continue the tutorial in the next video.